I'm a product developer, and the number one question that I get is, how did you get into product development?
So let me tell you about my experience using only brands I've worked on. The biggest misconception is that you have to major in chemistry. I actually was a comm major at Stanford, and a lot of my colleagues all have very different backgrounds, but my school was really critical in me getting my foot in the door into the beauty industry, which I think is the hardest part. The first official beauty brand that I worked at was Clinique. I actually started out in product marketing on the face makeup team. Fun fact, this is one of the best-selling foundations in America. And in hindsight, starting in product marketing was actually the best start because it's really the core of the brand that oversees all of the new product launches, and it touches every single aspect of the product coming onto the shelf. Using that experience, I was able to get an internship at Sephora. It wasn't in product development, it was actually in e-com, but in the beginning, you really just want to get as much experience as possible. Working at Sephora was such a dream. Got to see how Sephora works with all of the different brands, and while I was there, I got to talk to so many different women about how they got into the beauty industry. I am still friends with some of the people that I've met at Sephora. And then I finally landed my first product development job at Kaja Beauty. They were pretty small at the time. Highly recommend looking into smaller brands when you are first starting because they're usually looking for more help. All hands on deck. Everyone wears so many different hats. I learned how to choose Pantone shades for the packaging so it matches the shadow color inside. And using all of this experience after graduation, I was able to get into a rotational program at Estee Lauder. And here too, I initially started on the marketing track. As I went through all of the brands like MAC, Origins, I really showed that I was interested in product development at every single rotation to everyone I met. And finally, my team at Bobbi Brown decided to take a chance on me. This is really where I learned all the skills for product development. This Velvet Matte Blush was one of my first projects I worked on. You couldn't even see the sample label. I was able to work on eyeshadows, eyeliner, blush, lip. I learned how to scout formulas, create cohesive but different shade lineups like this. And eventually I got to lead multiple product launches with formulas that I'm absolutely obsessed with, which hopefully we'll get to see on the market soon. That is my very abbreviated journey. My biggest advice is to just take any opportunity that comes up and to just stay super interested and passionate about beauty. Let me know if you guys have any other questions.